As communities across the country continue to struggle with valid concerns about ICE, it is crucial that people not only know their rights, but also understand them, especially here in Colorado. To help with their community, with these safety growing concerns, officials in Boulder County and Longmont are holding a community forum that's happening next week. Joining us to share more is Boulder District Attorney Michael Doherty. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now tell us about the forum and what people can expect next week.
Well, good morning, and thank you again for having me back on 9 News to talk about this bilingual community forum we have on Monday evening in Longmont. Since becoming district attorney in 2018, we've been doing community outreach and presentations as part of our immigrant protection program. The logic from the very beginning being it's not about politics, it's about safety and justice. So picture a victim of domestic violence or a sex assault. That person, that victim, should know that they can call 911 and have local law enforcement respond without fear that they or the kids are going to be deported. Go to the hospital for treatment for their injuries without fear that the hospital is going to have them deported. Or come to the Justice Center so we can hold the offender accountable without fear that they and their kids are going to be deported. Those are all rights that are in place now under the law in Colorado. So we want to raise awareness, especially now more than ever, around what immigrant protections exist under the law, the role of local law enforcement, and what we could do to ensure justice for all Coloradans.
Yeah, some good information there. So is it open to Coloradans across the state, or is it just Boulder County residents?
Individuals have to register in advance. Otherwise, it's open to everyone. And we've been doing Know Your Rights presentations throughout Boulder County, and I've been doing them across the state of Colorado over the past year. And if there are local communities that want to have us come do a Know Your Rights presentation, they can contact our office, the Boulder County District Attorney's Office, and we're more than happy to do that. We will answer every request, and we'll show up anywhere in Colorado to do it.
We were just pulling up that flyer, and I see that you guys are hosting this forum with Longmont Public Safety Patrols as well, so a few attorneys. Why this specific group?
Well, I think it's a wonderful group that we've put together with the help of El Comité de Longmont and other partners. What's really important about it is it's one thing for the district attorney, for me to stand up and talk about what the rights and protections are under the law. It's even more powerful and effective to have leaders in law enforcement, uniformed police chiefs, showing up and saying, here's what we're going to do at a local level. We promise you we will not ask you your status when we pull you over for a traffic offense, so please pull over. We want to respond to every domestic violence call, so please call 911. That message from local law enforcement leaders, and for this forum, it's Longmont Police Department, is incredibly important and effective, especially with what we have going on across the country with ICE right now. And then we have civil immigration attorneys, and you see them listed on the flyer there. They are an excellent resource for helping people who have questions around their status in the country or their parents' status in the country and what concerns they may have. So I really appreciate the organizers putting together this community forum with us to make sure people have the information that they need, especially right now, about the protections they have under the law in Colorado and my commitment to fighting for justice for all Coloradans.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So this is happening on Monday. You were mentioning that anyone can go to this forum. Talk about where people can register and what times this is happening.
So there's a QR code on the flyer. There's a link there as well. We have it up on our social media pages for the Boulder County District Attorney's Office. It's at 6 p.m. at a church in Longmont. I encourage people to check it out. We also have recordings of other Know Your Rights trainings that I've done that are available on the District Attorney website. So if people are unable to attend, we have the resources there. I want to make sure people know what the law is so that they know they can take their kids to school, to a hospital, and call upon law enforcement in Colorado. And then under state law in Colorado, particularly Senate Bill 276, which I helped work on last session, that there are protections that exist for immigrants in our communities. We're obviously living through an incredibly challenging time in our country, and I want to make sure people know what their rights and protections are now more than ever.
Boulder County District Attorney Michael Doherty, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.